So for this fun little Photoshop fonts activity, what we have done is install a variety of fonts that hopefully represent some part of you. And in Word, you have put those fonts into a document. Your top one should be your first and last name. And this should be in a display font or a decorative font. These are those fonts that technically could be in another category too, but they're special enough, bold enough, big enough, and what I called in class just kind of extra. So these are display fonts. Display fonts typically are not good for, paragraphs, that sort of thing. All right, then your second font is going to be a little attribute to describe you, and this should be a serif font. Remember, serif fonts have little dangly things or feet on the letters. Those are called serifs, so that is a serif font. Your next one should be a sans serif font. These are what we like to refer to sort of as straight fonts. These are fonts that have no serifs, so they don't have any little things dangling off of them. And then your next font should be a script font. Script fonts look handwritten or in cursive. Typically, there are letters that are connected to each other in a script font. So your first four are going to be those four things in that order. Now, after that, you're going to put two more attributes of yourself, and they can be in two fonts that you choose that you downloaded, that you just happen to like. So I liked this one that was also another script font, and then this blessed one, which is a sans serif font. There's no serifs, but it's also kind of a little bit extra. It's got a pattern to it. And then actually along the outsides of this font, I found this Oh My, It's July, which had these cute little lines, which it wasn't a dingbat font, but I thought it was really cool. So I used those just for the outside, but that's not what the middle font is. All right, so after you have your name and the 5 different lines, the bottom line is to be a dingbat font, and it needs to be a symbol font. Now, it needs to sort of make sense, so I used some dividers. You can't use these, but I used the ones called deco dividers, but you're going to find a dingbat font that is a symbol font. Now, be careful with your symbol fonts. Be sure to click on the character map so you can find out what each letter stands for. So here you can see this one had a lot of symbols, and I could have just chosen one of these and put it at the bottom and made it really big. I got this one off of Font Space. The one that we use in class is defont.com. You don't have to just use that one. And you can see there's different ones here. So you could just click on one and see what you can find. I'll click on various and we'll see what happens. And so then if you find one that you like, let's say that I like these little symbols here, then be sure to click on it and then go check the font map, which in Defont, if you scroll down, they're down here. So that way you know what letters you're going to use for that particular font. So this one's got some cute little hearts in it or whatever. So once you install it, then you can use it. Remember, fonts are only going to work in Word. They're not going to work in Google Documents because Google Documents is not on your computer. Now, once you get this finished, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to File and act like we're going to print it, but we're not really going to. So File and Print, and it's going to open up a preview over here. And this preview, you're going to hit the little buttons here in the bottom corner and zoom up on it so that it's decent sized, good size, so I can read everything really well. And then you're going to come down to your little Explore button and type in Snip for Snipping tool. Click on the Snipping tool, and your screen will have this little bar that comes up. You're just going to click on the New button. Your whole screen's going to kind of gray out, and then I just want you to draw me a box around your little document here that you created, like so. All right? Once that comes up, you're going to save this. Now, be sure you save your Word document, too. But this is going to be my little font upload. So I'm going to save this, and then you can close out the snip and cancel out of here. And then you're going to upload this to the little page that we have linked to on Canvas. So you'll click here to the dot storming page once you make sure you've got everything. And this is my Photoshop page. I have one for other classes too. But this should take you to the Photoshop page. And the first time you go there, you may have to sign up or log in. I don't believe it has the Google login on it. So more than likely, you'll have to create an account. Okay, so it's loaded now. You won't have to create an account. You're just going to have to type in your name. So please do put in your name. You can just put your first name and your last initial if you want to, because your whole name is going to be on your document anyway. Once you click on Join, then you're going to be able to upload an image. So you'll just go, select the image. I've saved mine to my desktop, but hopefully yours will be in a better place than that on your U drive. And then click upload and upload. You don't have to write anything about it. And then it's going to list it right here. And then I can click on it and take a look at it. We can all see what everybody has to say about themselves. So that is essentially what we're doing today in Photoshop. So download those fonts and have fun.